just blew into my career. That's basically sorry about that, folks. Let's get started.
I got nothing but respect for Paul George. To come back from an injury the way he did was simply amazing. It'll be a real honor to take the court against him tonight and show him what I can do. But forget PG-13. This game's gonna be rated F for freak. May the best man win.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Earlier in the season, checked in. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Suns.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds: disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Paul George. Ellis is out there with George Hill. Then there's Ian Mahinmi, and it's Allen in at the power forward position. Johnson dishes to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Let's go. No good. Excellent D there from Hill. Monte Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters for the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games for them last season.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And there's the pass to Allen. Rejected by Grant. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Jay Crowder's checked in for Johnson. Then for the Pacers, Turner comes in for Mahinmi. And it's Hill in for Allen. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Turner passes to Hill. Here's George. Crowder pulls it in. Last game for Boston, they pick up the W against New York.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Clock at 4. Here's Grant. Will not go. This is off the front iron. On the wing, George. Guarded by Bradley. And George kicks to Hill. Inside. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Hill.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Out to Turner. Sullinger the screen. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got 5 now.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And it's Hill penetrating. Turner dishes to Hill. And Jared Sullinger pulls it down. The Celtics have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. 1:04 left in the first.
Move the ball.
Sullinger the screen. Grant the pass to Brantham. Steps back and fires. Shot's good by Turner. He has 7. Pacers trail by 3. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. Ellis, that's good.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Here's Grant, and he just worked New York in that last game. From 10 feet out, and the shot is long. And Indiana shooting 42% to begin this game. Passes it to Hill. Cannot hit. Good work defensively by Turner. Ellis against Grant. Turner with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Ellis with the ball. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Indiana shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team.
Jared Sullinger's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Grant comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Jay Crowder. Indiana also making some changes. George is checked in for C.J. Miles. And George Hills subbed in for Ellis. On the court for Indiana, Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Turner is out there with Hill. And it's Hill in at the point guard position. 1:11 left in the first half. And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark with the boost in minutes, confidence at the coaching staff. His game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strength because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
Hill kicks to Hill. George against Turner. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Jared Sullinger.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
And boy, did Evan Turner make the most of his second chance last season. Played with more focus. Huge minutes for him with the Celtics. He may have found a home.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Celtics trail by 3. Out to the wing. Grant gets a wide open look. Boston, no good that time either. Outside, George. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. And that's now 10 points here for George. Now, here's Thomas. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Pacers lead by 5.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Frank Vogel, and Coach, you've got to be pleased.
82. We can pull it up.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. So Boston ends up going with a new group. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for George. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for George Hill. Grant, he's in at the point. Jay Crowder out there with Mickey. Then there's Smart, and it's Zeller in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks, boy, was he tremendous. He ended with 19 points, and the basket seemed pretty big to him. He didn't miss a whole lot all night. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And Turner with the block, and they're able to recover. Pacers leading by 9. To the middle. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And it's 6 points for Miles Turner.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off of...
Here's Grant. Not really his range, and it's off target.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Stolen by Grant. But he recovers it. 3 seconds left. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight. He misses the free throw.
Will be at the line shooting 2.
He hits the second from the line. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Pacers up by... The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Boston making some changes. Jay Crowder's checked in for Turner, and it's Grant in for Thomas. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen, and it's C.J. Miles in for Rodney Stuckey. On the court right now for the Pacers. George Hill at the 1, Paul George at the 2. Hill is out there with C.J. Miles, and it's Turner in at the 5, roaming the paint. 3 on the clock. Here's Crowder. Connects! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
No, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Isaiah Thomas. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. Shaq, your thoughts?
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it. He was...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
I told you, Dom Pagnati always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
It's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done.
Man.
I'll make the call.
Impact Naughty we trust.
I told you you'd love him.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Oh, money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby.
right there. That's it. Let's go to 2K Sports Store, get some park cards for the park. Okay, Jumbo. Let's go for Jumbo. Cool. Alright, let's get back to the game.
NBA 2K17.
HBK, you know how we dribbling it. Jump shot first.
And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we and I can't quit, all I know is wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing, love with it. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad.
And 2K TV.
I love my squad. Pick your lady back up in this, hop up in the six, and you should ignore these rappers, man. They say anything. Call me Susie Pick.
LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's going to be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
Amsterdam saying, Frisco saying, Switzerland saying, Sao Paulo saying, Joburg saying, Mexico saying, Stockholm saying, Jamaica.
Big game.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline.
Ready to go?
Two Eastern Conference foes go at it tonight here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. He's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. On the floor for Boston, Grant is in at the point. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Tyler Zeller. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Smart in at the 2.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Smart misses.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Irving kicks to Dellavedova. There's the double team with Grant. No one near him. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Here's Dellavedova. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Picked by Mozgov. Here's Dellavedova. He kicks it to Frye. Shot clock at 5. Off the pick. Off the pick. And Boston with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Grant. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Celtics have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. First one falls for him. And Cleveland making a change here. James is checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Charlotte Hornets.
It really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Outside jumper. Frye with the ball. He has 5. LeBron dishes to Mozgov. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
From the arc. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Cavaliers lead by 10. It's the NBA. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA.
He is talented, although he...
Biggest difference is endurance.
Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players like that adjust to the long NBA schedule?
Well, you know, Kevin, they're going to give it.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Johnson. Frye comes in for Kevin Love. Mon Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Mozgov is out there with Channing Frye. And it's Irving at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons put on a show. He dropped in 17 points and did his work from a pair of lines, hitting from both beyond the arc and from the charity stripe. This was a big win for him and his team as they snap a losing streak with that win, guys.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine. No doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Now here's Crowder. James covering.
Move the ball and stick it.
Crowder kicks to Grant. He dishes it to Zeller. Back to Grant. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that.
Irving. Shumpert in the corner. Rebounded by Smart.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From about 19 feet, no good from Grant.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
The feed to Fry. From deep. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Fry's got 8 points.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Cleveland ahead. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Well,
here, Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Olynyk, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Jay Crowder comes in for Johnson. Smart's checked in for Turner. And it's Grant in for Brandt. On the court right now for the Celtics. Grant in at shooting guard. Jay Crowder out there with Smart. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Thomas in at the point guard position.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
The dish to Olynyk. Celtics passing it around. Grant against Irving. Irving with the steal. Plays it in off the breakaway. Irving's got 4 points this quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Cavaliers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And he gets it to go.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Thomas kicks to Crowder. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a... Here's Irving. There's 1:26 left to play here in the fourth.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Cleveland.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
No, they did. They found their way inside effectively all game long. Penetration always produces results.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
Now they've got their sights set on that sweep, Greg, 3-zip. And given what's going on in the first 2 games, my guess is that's what's going to happen.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Kyrie Irving. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. That's good.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Seems to me